ask our branch chief, Major General Bill Gaylor, Warrant Officer of the branch, Chief Warrant Officer of the branch, CW5 Joe Rowland, and our branch command Sergeant Major Brian Houck to join us on stage to assist as we present the awards. Okay, we're going to go right over here.
As in previous years, we will be presenting all our national level awards at one time, beginning with the individual awards and then moving to the unit awards. The award citations for each of these outstanding individuals and units are contained in the current issue of Army Aviation magazine that is available where you picked up your badges, and copies are also on kiosks outside the entry doors. The first award this morning is the Joseph P. Cribbins Department of the Army Civilian of the Year Award, named in honor of its first recipient, a horse cavalryman and the recognized father of Army aviation logistics. This award was established in 1976 and is sponsored by the Boeing Company. It is presented to the Department of the Army civilian who has made an outstanding contribution to Army aviation in the previous calendar year. This year, the award is presented to Mr. John R. Rick Luneman, G3 Readiness, U.S. Army Aviation and Missile Command, AMCOM.
Distinguished guests, friends, and family, thank you for your attendance. I'd like to thank my wife and family for the ultimate support they have to supply me as supporting an AMCOM LAR in the field. Multiple deployments, very difficult. I'd like to thank the 160th for backing me for this award and Quad A for selecting me. I'm very humbled.
Our next award this morning is the James H. McClellan Aviation Safety Award, sponsored by General Electric Aviation, in memory of James H. McClellan, a former Army aviator who was killed in a civil aviation accident in 1958. The award is presented annually to a person who has made an outstanding individual contribution to Army aviation safety in the previous calendar year. This award will be co-presented by Brigadier General Timothy Dougherty, Commanding General of the U.S. Army Combat Readiness Center and the Director of Army Safety. This year, the McClellan Award goes to Chief Warrant Officer 3, Nicholas F. Shaka, 1st Battalion, 5th Aviation Regiment.
First, I'd like to say it's an honor. Safety officer success is not measured in their acts alone. It's measured in the community. This is our community from our industry leaders who provide us the tools necessary to conduct our mission safely, all the way down to the soldiers who protect our freedom. I'm proud to serve this community and will do so to the best of my ability. Thank you.
Our next award this morning is the Aviation Soldier of the Year Award, sponsored by Bell. It's presented to the enlisted soldier, E4 and below, serving in an Army aviation assignment who has made an outstanding individual contribution to Army aviation. The Army Aviation Association of America's 2018 Soldier of the Year is Specialist Bradley C. Galloway, 2nd Battalion, 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment Airborne, who was recently promoted to sergeant.
Yeah, they weren't joking about the size of the trophies when they were explaining them to us the other day. So I just want to say it's such an honor to receive this award and join the long list of amazing soldiers that have been selected in the past. I just want to say thank you to my parents for raising me right, my wife for supporting me, my daughter for inspiring me, my leadership for believing in me, my NCOs for leading me, and to all the BMQs, FMQs, FEs, FIs, SIs for training me and teaching me everything I know. And it's a privilege to work with you all every day in the best damn flight company in the world, Alpha Company, 2nd Battalion of the 160th. With that being said, legends never die, but we're the dark horse, and night stalkers don't quit. Thank you.
Our next award this morning is the Army Aviation Association's Henry Q. Dunn Crew Chief of the Year Award. Sergeant Major Dunn was the first crew chief for the Presidential Flight Detachment that was initially established during the Eisenhower administration. This award is being sponsored by Robertson Fuel Systems. The Army Aviation Association of America's Crew Chief of the Year is Sergeant Jack A. Brooke, Company B, 4th Battalion, 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment, Airborne.
Distinguished guests, friends, family, thank you for attending today. I'd like to thank Quad A for selecting me as the non-rated crew member of the year. I'm truly honored and blessed. Also, I'd like to thank Bravo Company and my chain of command for recommending me for this award. Thank you all very much. Last but not least, I'd like to thank my wife for her love and support and for always being there for me. She's my everything. Night stalkers don't quit, evil empire.
Our next award was established in 2002 to give greater recognition to our enlisted ranks by retaining our traditional Soldier of the Year award and adding the Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year award. In 2008, the award was renamed in tribute to Medal of Honor recipient and Army Aviation Hall of Fame inductee, Sergeant First Class Rodney J.T. Yano. This award is being sponsored by Lockheed Martin Corporation. The Quad A Rodney J.T. Yano NCO of the Year is Sergeant First Class Jesse R. Jernigan, Company A, 1st Battalion, 101st Aviation Regiment, Task Force Shadow.
Good morning, distinguished leaders, guests, family, and friends. I am extremely honored to stand before you this morning and accept the 2019 Rodney J.T. Yano Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year Award. This award is steeped in history and has recognized many incredible NCOs in the past years. I am humbled to be considered among them. I'd like to express my gratitude to a number of individuals this morning. First and foremost, I would like to thank God, without whom nothing is possible. Thank you to Quad A for considering and selecting me. It is a great honor. I'd like to thank my command team for your guidance, your support, and the freedom to accomplish my mission. Thank you to the outstanding officers, NCOs, and soldiers of Alpha Company 1st of the 101st Aviation Regiment. Your support, hard work, and dedication is the foundation to my success. Lastly, thank you to my wife, Tila, who has been my rock throughout my career. Tila, without you, I would not be standing here today. Fear the Reaper, Shadow, expect no mercy, air assault.
The next individual award to be presented today is the Michael J. Novosel Army Aviator of the Year Award, sponsored by Sikorsky, a Lockheed Martin company. This award is named for Medal of Honor recipient and Master Army Aviator, Chief Warrant Officer 4, Mike Novosel. This year's recipient is Chief Warrant Officer 3, Patrick W. Fleming, Company B, 3rd Battalion, 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment, Airborne.
Like any good Night Stalker flight lead, I have a short 150 slide A and B to talk about how happy I am. It'll be short. I wanted to say that this award is truly the sum of its parts. It was no less than God who got us through those dangerous nights that we're all familiar with, I think. It was my family who got me through the multiple rotations and the multiple homecomings as well. It was my commanders, my instructors, and my fellow soldiers and staff members who gave me the skill set that I needed to succeed. And I am 100% humbled by the opportunity to be up here to receive this award. It's truly the sum of its parts, and this award is equally yours as it is mine. Thank you.
The Robert M. Like Award is the first unit award this morning. It is sponsored by Airbus and honors the memory of an aviator from the Army's initial pilot training course in June of 1942 and who served as our association's first national president. The award is given to a unit or an individual for sustained contributions to Army aviation or for a unique one-time outstanding performance. The 2018 Robert M. Like Award winner is the UH-60V Product Office. Accepting the award is the product manager, Lieutenant Colonel Andrew J. Dewis.
Good morning. On behalf of the UH-60 Victor Product Office, I humbly received this award. I tell you, you can't accomplish much without a strong team, and the team I have is absolutely fantastic. I thank them all for their hard work. I'd also like to thank the prototype integration facility, who's played a huge role in the development of this aircraft. I'd also like to thank Redstone Defense Systems and the Northrop Grumman team at Woodland Hills, who understands how important this aircraft is to our soldiers and to Army aviation. They have done great work to keep us on schedule and on cost. Thank you.
Our next unit award this morning is the U.S. Army Reserve Aviation Unit of the Year. Established in 1985, it was presented for the first time during the 1986 convention. The award is sponsored by the Honeywell Corporation and is presented to the Reserve Unit, Battalion, and below that has made an outstanding contribution to or innovation in the employment of Army aviation over and above the normal mission assigned to that unit. Coming to the stage to help congratulate this award winner this morning is Brigadier General Jamie Shawley, Commanding General of the U.S. Army Reserve Aviation Command. This year's winning U.S. Army Reserve Aviation Unit for the second year in a row is 5th Battalion, 159th Aviation Regiment. Accepting the award is the unit commander, Lieutenant Colonel Matthew B. Hill, and Senior Non-Commissioned Officer, Command Sergeant Major Charles A. Booth.
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank the entire Quad A organization, specifically Brigadier General Retired Munt and Ms. Arena. Thank you for everything you do for Army aviation, and as well as championing events such as this. Second, I'd like to thank Brigadier General Shawley. Thank you for your unwavering support and commitment to Reserve Army aviation. And then lastly, and most importantly, as a Sergeant Major and I stand here for the second year in a row, I'd like to thank the soldiers, officers, and aviators of the Dragon Masters, whose professionalism and dedication as citizen soldiers is truly unmatched, and it makes it a distinct honor and privilege to serve with, amongst, and for them. And as I speak, they're currently being mobilized to the CENTCOM AOR, where the Sergeant Major and I are going to join them in Iraq tomorrow. Thank you. Dragon Masters, press on.
The next award this morning is the John J. Stanko Jr. Army National Guard Aviation Unit of the Year Award. This award was also established in 1985 and presented at the 1986 Quad A Convention. In late 2010, your National Executive Board renamed this award for the acknowledged father of Army National Guard Aviation, Colonel Retired John J. Stanko Jr. This award is also sponsored by the Honeywell Corporation and recognizes outstanding unit accomplishments within the Army National Guard for organizations battalion-sized and below. Coming to the stage to also congratulate this awardee this morning is Brigadier General Ray Davis, Assistant Director of the Army National Guard for Aviation and Safety. The John J. Stanko Army National Guard Unit of the Year is 1st Battalion, 151st Aviation Regiment, South Carolina Army National Guard. Receiving the award are Lieutenant Colonel Brian J. Pipkin, Unit Commander, and Senior Non-Commissioned Officer, Command Sergeant Major Charles E. Hancock, Jr.
Good morning. My Command Sergeant Major and I are honored to accept this award on behalf of the officers and soldiers of the 1st and 151st Attack Reconnaissance Battalion Task Force Marauder. Thank you to Quad A for recognizing and rewarding the sacrifices of our soldiers and families. Thank you to the Honeywell Corporation for sponsoring this award. Thank you to the 3rd Cab Command Team, Colonel Johnson, Sergeant Major Clavon,
for accepting us as dog-faced soldiers, Marauder. To the leadership of South Carolina, Illinois, Iowa, Pennsylvania, thank you for giving us your best soldiers to take into combat. And last but not least, thank you to the soldiers and families of Task Force Marauder who make us what we are and inspire us to do what we do, ready to strike.
The association's newest award is its Active Army Aviation Unit Award for active battalion and below units. The award was established in 2006 and is sponsored by L3 Technologies. 2nd Battalion, 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment Airborne, is the 2018 Active Aviation Unit of the Year. Accepting the award for the unit is its commander, Lieutenant Colonel Michael C. Athanasikas, and Command Sergeant Major Paul G. Hutchings, the unit's senior non-commissioned officer.
Thank you. It's not lost on me that every Night Stalker, past and present, has started their stopwatch. On behalf of Sergeant Major Paul Hutchins, CW5 Ben Arps, and myself, we're honored to receive this award on behalf of the Dark Horse soldiers. Collectively, it was the soldiers of the Iron Horse, the Crazy Horse, the Bad Boys, the War Horse, the Work Horse, the Pale Horse, and the Red Horse who made this possible, along with their tremendous families. We are honored. Beware of the Dark Horse, and most importantly, Night Stalkers don't quit.
The association's oldest unit award is its Outstanding Aviation Unit Award for U.S. Army units regardless of component or size. The award was established in 1959 and is sponsored by the Boeing Company. It recognizes an outstanding contribution to or innovation in the employment of Army aviation, and it has been awarded to aviation units who have served in every corner of the globe. Brigadier General Ray Davis will return to the stage to congratulate the unit command team, and the 2018 Outstanding Aviation Unit of the Year is the 449th Theater Aviation Brigade. Accepting the award for the unit is its commander, Colonel Joseph W. Bishop, Command Chief Warrant Officer 5, Carnadosa L. Balknight, and Command Sergeant Major Matthew A. Shorter, the senior non-commissioned officer.
Wow, that's heavy. Thank you to Quad A and to the soldiers and family members of the 449th Aviation Brigade. We are proud and humbled to accept this award on their behalf of the 2,000 plus soldiers and their families of the Task Force Hurricanes. Thank you for honoring our soldiers who serve selflessly for Army aviation and our great nation. Again, thank you. Hurricanes.
Okay, so as we've been saying all morning, Quad A is about not just supporting Army aviation soldiers, but the families. And I will tell you, behind every great soldier is a great spouse, family member, and loved one. So I would now ask all the awardees' family members to please stand and be recognized. Once again, thank you to all our award winners for your outstanding contributions to Army aviation, our Army, and the nation. I will ask that all the awardees and their families, along with the representatives of the Army National Guard, Army Reserve, and the Combat Readiness Center, as well as the Chief Warrant Officer of the branch, the Branch Sergeant Major, to come to the stage immediately following this morning's presentations, because we want to take some additional photos with the award winners. Now, one of the privileges that I have is to, once a year, potentially present the Quad A President's Award. It's only given on exceptional and extraordinary service to our nation, the Army, and especially to Quad A. In fact, this award has only been presented 11 other times in its 62-year history of Quad A, and only 8 times to an individual. It was my honor recently to recognize Mr. John Shipley with this award for his more than 60 years as a federal employee and 40 years as a member of the Senior Executive Service, culminating as the AMCOM Director of Special Programs, Aviation. His impacts on Army aviation will be felt far into the future, and though he is retired, he will continue providing leadership and expertise as a highly qualified expert as we face the coming challenges to Army aviation. Simply put, John is a legend in his own time and a national asset. John could not be with us, but please join me in a round of applause for this great American.